Where is the best spot for Justin Fields? Now, how do you take care of him if that is Ryan Poles' desire? With Kirk Cousins in Atlanta, Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh, and even Gardner Minshew now in Vegas, what is left for Fields?
I always thought we made too much of the comment that Ryan Poles wanted to take care of Justin Fields. I understand the sentiment. I think he got caught up in the emotional attachment to a starting quarterback that his entire team loved and supported publicly and privately. I don't think you have an obligation necessarily to take care of what is becoming apparent that Justin Fields is a backup quarterback in the NFL next year. I don't know where he starts. Show me a team. New England? Okay, maybe. If you can make a deal with New England, go ahead and make a deal with New England. That's a team that's left that makes the most sense, and yet you trade him to the Patriots, and he'll be one of these draft night parties invited by the Patriots brass, and all of a sudden he'll find out at Boston in some chowdered place while he's signing autographs that they just drafted Jaden Daniels. How do you feel, Justin? And have a microphone in front of his face. Oh, great. That was the plan all along. No, it wasn't. He's going to be a backup next year. I think the Bears have to really consider not giving him away for nothing. I don't think you release Justin Fields, but you certainly adjust your expectations. This guy's not going to get you a second-round draft pick. You might be no better than a fourth. I think you take a fourth and run if you could find a team willing to give that up at this point. I don't think anybody is. His next team, I think, is going to be a playoff team as a backup. Maybe the Eagles, maybe the Ravens, but I think it will be someone like that, more likely, where he hits pause, resets his career, and takes off after that. But I don't see any spots remaining because after Kirk Cousins went to Atlanta, the last best option disappeared.
I agree with a lot of what you said there, David, except for where is the best spot for Justin Fields? If you can sit down with Justin Fields, look him in the eye, and ask him, Justin, how would you feel if we kept you here and you liked what you heard? The best option at this point, based on the chairs available, is right here in Chicago. It's right here, and you can giggle all you want, David.
That wasn't a giggle. That was a scoff.
It was more of a snort.
A snort? Did he snort on the air? But that's the best spot for Justin Fields right now, if you get the right answer from Justin Fields, because somebody could get hurt in training camp. Somebody could go down. Somebody could get hurt. And here's what I really want to know. And we can all, well, the NFL's been telling us, and you Bears fans fell in love. And is this about draft capital, or is this about dollars, or is this about the fact that the guy's no damn good? I think this is more about how much people love draft capital. They love it. And I'm sure the Bears shot their shot in what they asked for down in Indianapolis at the scouting combine. And the whole league thought, they laughed like David just laughed at me when I said, keep him here in Chicago. That's what they thought of Ryan Poles' asking price. So if you get the right answer from Justin Fields when you sit down with him and you look him in the eye about staying in Chicago, that's the best place for Justin Fields. It remains in Chicago, even if you're drafting Caleb Williams.
It's an interesting one. I think you've got to consider what that means if you kept him in Chicago. It means that you're not picking up the fifth-year option. It means you're going to keep him here on a one-year, $6 million deal and just kind of cheer for an injury early in the season where you could trade him, move him the minute anything were to come open. And it also would be maybe uncomfortable for your rookie quarterback if indeed you're drafting his replacement. I would not dismiss it outright. I won't give you any sort of noise of indignation or derision as a result of your comment.
Oh, stop it. It was a reaction.
I'm just saying I wouldn't do that because I don't know what the options are, frankly. I think you're in a really uncomfortable position because if we agreed the definition of trying to take care of the guy is get him someplace where he's going to compete for a job, I'm not sure that place exists right now. I don't know where that would be in the NFL. Dustin's waiting.
Is anybody on board with cutting the guy? Would you rather keep him around and create the potentially uncomfortable situation, or would you cut him to avoid the uncomfortable situation? I just can't imagine cutting the guy.
I can't imagine bringing him back. I can't imagine any scenario.
I think that's
where
a wonderful question.
I don't
for people
think.
to
I don't think that you can.
chime in on.
Would you cut him over bringing
I would be
him back?
more likely to. You're moving on. You are moving on as an organization. You have made that determination. You would like to do well by him. You don't like to take a big L on the Justin Fields experiment, but you've got to cut your losses if you have concluded that you're not going to be able to deal him for any draft capital in return. I don't know how keeping Justin Williams. I don't know how keeping Justin Fields puts Caleb Williams in the best position to succeed at all.
What was your question?
I got to contemplate that one. Dustin, to answer
I
your
just
question.
think that's something really to consider. I understand the uncomfortability part, but just to put him out on the street, and then here's what would be fascinating: if he was put out on the street, how fast would he be picked up?
Yeah. Oh, I think he's got value and he belongs in the NFL. Uncomfortability, maybe discomfort.